They're the best team in the world, Stevie?
Real Madrid? No. I still think Man City's a better side.
What if I was to get some sort of French international, say, who used to play for PSG over and chuck him in the team?
Well, it's interesting that you say that because as soon as Ali said this was a team, the first thing that came into my head was, does Mbappe help or hinder the fact that this is a team? That's the first thing that came into my head. So the fact that you're talking about that, I think, is huge. And I don't think there's one of us can honestly, hand on heart, say, no question, there'll still be a team, even with Mbappe in it. Because if you've got one, and one as big as him, and one as influential as him, both off the field and on it, not carrying his weight, that can cause some dissension in the dressing room. And so, who knows the answer to that?
Well, let's ask our French contingent. Start with Frank. Will he help or hinder, Frank?
I think he's a smart guy. He knows that he will have to go into it and to accept the way it works. And you have, for the first time, and maybe for a long time, we will have a coach who leads the dressing room, who decides for everything. And he will tell him, you know what? You do what I want, otherwise you're going to be on the bench because we don't need you. We won the Champions League and La Liga last year. We won it 6 times in 10 years, so we don't need Mbappe. It's more Mbappe who needs Real Madrid to win the Champions League. So it's more Mbappe to work and to change the way he thinks football is, to run after the ball when he loses it. That would be compulsory for him in order to be accepted by the other. And no doubt that he will follow the path. Vinicius Junior was a little bit, I would say, wasn't really keen to do that as well, but he worked on that. I'm not sure Bellingham was ready to do the work that he does. He was at some point, working differently when he was working for playing for Dortmund. But they cope with the situation because there is one guy, and is a masterpiece, is Mr. Ancelotti, and he says it is what it is, and you do that, otherwise you don't play.
Jules?
Yeah, I think he's too smart. He's too excited. He watched the game tonight at Clairefontaine with some of the players, and he was just watching. He's just so excited to be there with them next season. And I think he's too intelligent to play the big star. Here I am. Look at me. I'm the highest earner in this dressing room, because he will be the highest earner that Real Madrid have ever had. He will earn more money than anybody in the history of that club, but he won't arrive like that. He won't arrive. He knows he will have to make the effort. He will make the effort to adapt to the new dressing room, to a new country, new culture, everything. I just don't believe, knowing him well, and Frank and I know him really well, that he will arrive there and saying, look at me, I'm the big ego here, I'm the big star, everybody will have to work for me and I'm not going to do anything. It won't be like that. He will work for everybody because he knows it's in his interest. Like Frank said, he knows that for him to reach the Ballon d'Or heights, the Champions League heights and everything else, he needs to be part of this team, and he will be.
Who knows him better, you or Frank? Who's the best friend?
Both of us.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.